Hey guys, Mike from Wrestling Then and Now. Thanks so much for checking out the Black Bart clips. Black Bart has been everywhere. He's done everything in pro wrestling. And to read his life story, go to WrestleVille.com. That's WrestleVille.com. Order his book today.
It was in you remember when Bash lost a hair match to Beefcakes?
Yep.
Donnie Bash lost a hair match to Beefcakes. Well, Bash was through. They come up with the idea. They come up with the idea of putting me, Bash, back together as the Long Riders, and Sarah Joe Puckett, Blackjack Mulligan would end all of his interviews with Sarah Joe Puckett said. Sarah Joe Puckett says, and was going to bring Bonnie, my wife, as in our valet, and she was going to be Sarah Joe Puckett against Beefcakes, and Blackjack Mulligan, and but they didn't tell me that, brother. They told me that it was a 3-day tryout. That was it. Bash didn't tell me nothing. J.J. Dillon didn't tell me nothing. J.J. Dillon was going to come back as our manager, back as our manager, and I said no. I've got all this time with the Crockett's. Okay, the Crockett's finally started pushing me. They started putting belts on me. I was figured in. I was making good money for them. I mean, I wasn't top pay, but I was right there. I was right there. If there was a semi-main pay, I was a semi-main pay. And but they didn't tell me that, brother. They said, Bart, come up here for a 3-day tryout. If we like you, then we're gonna push you. You know. And I said, well, as soon as Jimmy Crockett finds out that I'm doing a 3-day tryout, I'm fired.
Yeah.
I'm done. You know, I'm on contract. My money's there regardless. Okay. And I didn't go. You know, call, hey Bart, you get down there, brother. It's big.
Right.
It's big. And I went.
Right.
But no, nobody called me. All it was J.J. Dillon said 3-day tryout. Come. That's it. And I said no. And I finally went. I finally got J.J. booked me there in 90. I think it was in 90 and 91 is when I had my 13-month run in WWF. And then after that, I was a road agent. I wasn't a road agent. I was a talent agent for Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. When they wrestled in them towns, I was to bring 9 or 10 guys to do jobs.
Right.
And, yeah. And I didn't go. And when I did go, Vince McMahon told me, he said, you're making top dollar, and I'm paying you top dollar. I'm paying you top money, but because I wanted you to know and learn. I wanted you to see what you could have made if you would have come. And I told him if I'd have known the whole story, if I'd have known the whole fact that you was going to push me instead of playing all these silly games, be a man, say, Bart, we're going to push you. Come on, we need you. He didn't do it, you know, and I'd be damned. I figure one hand's worth 14 in the bush, brother. You know, without, you know,
if things are going good in Carolinas, why did you decide to go to WWF?
When I went, I wasn't doing good.
Okay.
So I wasn't even working in the Carolinas. I was in Hillsboro. Working at a factory, making $8 an hour.
Got it.
Yeah, I wasn't. When I went back, I guess I say I had to go. When I went back into wrestling full time, I went back not from another territory.
Okay.
I went back from. I was getting out of the business, and this come up, and I went. Yeah.
What was the
that's why
what
I
was the
went,
ske-
and my body was still in good enough shape, you know.
right? I'm sorry. What was the schedule like when you worked for the WWF?
It was one of the hardest son of a gun tear down. You kidding me, brother? Oh man. We did TV every Wednesday or every other Wednesday. I don't remember. I think it was every Wednesday, or it seems like it was every Wednesday anyway. And you know, on TVs up there, if you was a jobber up there, you know, you could wrestle. You could do 7 to 10 matches in one night. In one night. You know, I was up there. I was in Connecticut or someplace up there, and I'd wrestled like 10 times. I'd done 10 jobs in one building, and I come back. I was getting I was throwing my tights. I was throwing everything off, throwing this off. Earl Hebner come running up. I'm no Bart, no Bart. You got one more. You got a cable. You got a cable. I said I ain't doing no more. Don't know how. Get that to Vince McMahon. I ain't doing no more. You know, I may have to come here on top sometime. You know, and I didn't. And I got my notice thereafter. But you know, the 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 road, and we wrestled. Okay, we wrestled every stinking night. And I explained it. We wrestled Monday, once on Tuesday, seven. And if I me any 7 on Wednesday, easy matches, just TV matches, and then on Thursday you would you wrestle one time. Then on Friday, if they could squeeze you in, you wrestle twice. On Saturday you wrestle twice. On Sunday you could wrestle 3 times,
Wow.
3 different shots. According if you was on the Learjet or you know where you was figured in. It was the hardest back breaking as dead gum. Just keeping up with the schedule was a pain and when you couldn't do it. I
Right.
mean, no, it was we did it. We did it. But we done it by helping each other, setting up rides, splitting rooms, 8 or 9 in a room. Not 8, but it seemed like 20 in a room sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes a room it never closed. You get your beer, you go to a certain room, you sit there and play poker, you sit there all night long and just have a good time. uh, yeah, the schedule was, the Carolinas was hard. Carolinas was hard, but the Carolinas was no match, brother, to what went on in WWF. WWF was there was when you went to TV, there was like 3 or 4 lines back there in the back, doctor lines. You had pain medicine, pain medicine, pain medicine. You had if you had the flu or whatever line, whatever you needed to see, and then they had the steroid line, and that was that, and then you had most all everything was had commissions, and you had to how they got by it. I don't know. I didn't do bad drugs. I didn't do drugs. I love my alcohol. I love my whiskey and I love my beer.